South Africa's road freight industry is a vital economic lifeline, sustained by over 80,000 truck drivers, who are responsible for transporting approximately 245 billion ton kilometers of freight and commercial goods across the country every year. That lifeline must be kept open and flowing smoothly. This means that dedicated support must be provided for our professional drivers whenever they need it. And if you are one of them, you must know that support is there for you, at the side of the road and on every major highway across the country. These powerful and dedicated backup teams are standing by, ready to help you with a range of support services ranging from free medical checkups and treatment, roadside assistance when accidents or breakdowns happen. In fact, any and all of the problems that are part of the tough conditions you face as a long-haul transport driver.
It is important for the drivers to remember, one, that they should drive with care and look after each other on the road, the first thing. And secondly, that their vehicles should be fit on the road. They shouldn't allow to be pushed by their employers to go beyond what is healthy for them and for their vehicles on the road. Overloading is a big problem, so if we could avoid that. And when the road conditions change, in fact the weather conditions change between Johannesburg and Durban, people should manage their speed according to the conditions where they find themselves. They shouldn't chase time trying to get there quickly, because most of the time they don't even arrive.
My message is to keep on trucking. Do what you have to do, because the economy, people don't realize that the trucks on the road is a huge impact on our economy. If there's a big accident and the trucks have to stand still, there's a major loss. For 3 or 4 hours, if these trucks have to stand, not only does the companies lose, but the infrastructure, the country loses millions of rands from them standing still. So it's important that they have to flow, but they need to flow in a safe manner. We need to know that the drivers are healthy, so that it has a huge impact on the economy of the country.
We know that truck drivers are often away from their families for weeks at a time, behind the steering wheel of a heavily loaded vehicle for up to 12 hours a day, sleeping in catnaps and eating badly when they get the chance, all of which spells danger on the road.
My biggest complaint about other truck drivers, some drivers, they don't drive a professional like what we do as I am employed by WM Tankers. WM Tankers, it takes you to many trainings, teaching you how to drive defensively, saving your life, saving the company product, saving the company property, and saving other, people's lives. Compared to these other truck drivers, they don't follow the rules of the road. They don't drive defensively. They just go as like going. During rain season, I've seen a number of drivers, they don't put their headlights on, speeding, not accurate. They drive zigzag like they are drunk. And sometimes I think it's fatigue. Some other people, other drivers, they drive the truck while they are very, very tired, which is not acceptable.
Driver fatigue, poor vehicle lighting, speeding, faulty brakes, tire damage or excessive wear and tear to tires, as well as driver error, are some of the more common reasons for accidents such as this.
I'm on my way going to Durban, just after the toll. In front of me there are 3 cars loaded, 3 trucks actually, loaded. And I assumed the one which is right in front of me was trying to avoid the one in front of him. So he applied the brakes, and I also do the same. But because of the road surface is a little bit weight, it swerved, my truck swerved, tried to avoid the truck in front of me. On my side, there you are, another truck coming from the other side on the fast lane. And you're also trying to avoid me. Unfortunately, it was too late for him, and he came on me, and we all went off the road.
It is important that, as a driver, you stop regularly to check your vehicle to make sure that your load is secure, the vehicle is in good working order, and to have a meal and a short break. This will certainly limit your risk of crashes, but also make sure that you are alert and aware of what the vehicles around you are doing. This could save your life. This is the reason why all of the stakeholders involved in this vital road freight industry put safety first and are committed to reducing accidents and handling them efficiently and effectively when they occur. This has led to the establishment of a broad-based roadside support group which is there for you along the N3 toll route between Johannesburg and Durban. And that help is just a phone call away at 0800 N3 HELP or 0800 634357, which is your link to the N3 TC Route Control Center, operated by the highly trained people who will ensure that you receive the assistance that you require. If you have a breakdown or an accident, you can tell them where you are simply by checking the blue route marker boards placed every 200 meters along the N3, and one of a fleet of route patrol vehicles will be dispatched to give you whatever assistance you need. Similar systems are available on other major national routes, such as the N1 to Cape Town, N1-N4 Bakwena route, as well as the track N4 through Mpumalanga to Maputo.
The biggest advice that I'll give to them is that I know that they're working hectic hours, long hours. They are away from their homes for a long time and long hours. Some take weeks. When they get tired, they want to sleep wherever they are. And that's a problem. So the thing is that please make sure that before you leave, then you are sure that you will reach the next truck stop. That is important. Truck stops are all over the route. Make a stop there and then park there and sleep peacefully there. Keep the following distance. When you go down Van Reenen, when you approach Harrismith and when you approach Velga Plaza at Villas, there is at most of the time mist, lot of mist. Please adjust to the speed limit, not necessarily 80. 80 is too fast for the mist. Go down. And then make sure that your hazards and your tail lights are working. That is the other thing. At night, we find out trucks are not having, the contour marks are not visible, the lights at the back are not visible, and then we had tail end accidents. So that is important that make sure, do an inspection of a vehicle before you take a journey.
But there are plenty of problems that can be avoided, like driving too fast in rain or bad weather, overtaking at the wrong place and wrong time, marking a breakdown with a tree branch, or even using the truck's fire extinguisher to warn following traffic. Here, a route patrol officer assists the truck driver by giving him a triangle which is compulsory. There are also other safe havens established for truckers on South Africa's highways, such as the string of 21 clinics situated at key truck stops, called Trucker Wellness Centers, provided by Trucking Wellness.
At the clinic, it makes a very big difference because it's nearer to our job other than struggling. You find that a long time ago, we used to park the truck and go inside the town. They do not want trucks inside town. We used to struggle. Now it's going to be easy for us just to get into the clinic and get whatever we need.
Trucking Wellness also has the backup support of 3 mobile wellness clinics, which were started back in 1999 as part of a public-private project initiated by the National Bargaining Council for the Road Freight and Logistics Industry, sponsored initially by SIDA, the Swedish International Development Cooperation Agency, and managed by Corridor Empowerment Project.
There is also the health plan, which is offered by the National Bargaining Council. It does a lot more work in terms of providing our members with primary health care. And by primary health care, I'm talking about, doctor visitations. Members can access doctors, be it in the private sector or wherever in terms of that program. And then there is also the hospital cash plan that is offered under the health plan. where members who are admitted to hospital do get a benefit from that fund, from that health plan. And then members are also entitled to a benefit in terms of the emergency. So if a member or his spouse, whatever, they are in an emergency situation, they can call a number that we have marketed quite extensively in the industry to access the emergency services.
N3 Toll Concession has also responded to this need through the implementation of its truck driver wellness program along the N3. The program involves Wellness Day roadside checks, which are conducted jointly by N3TC, Trucking Wellness, provincial health departments, private health practitioners, and law enforcement authorities. These roadside clinics are not about checking driver fatigue, overloaded vehicles, or vehicle roadworthiness. They are also an essential part of a medical support system offered at no cost to the drivers. At any given roadside wellness day, the team checks well over 100 truck drivers, many of whom are in desperate need of medical intervention. This is an important service offered to drivers in a personal manner, with confidentiality being key to its success.
The condition, I find that from the HIV, I'm negative. I'm very, very happy to see that I'm negative. So I want to take this paper to my wife so she can see the results. So it means that I'm very, very happy. Thank you.
I think it's extremely important. I think drivers are not aware that they have a medical problem. They only find it when it's too late, and that's when the accident occurs. So we are affording them the opportunity to get their heads up in terms of the medical side of their driving part of their life and part of the job. And we feel that if we could early detect a problem with them, it gives them the opportunity to get medical treatment and makes them safer drivers, obviously safer drivers, safer roads.
Well, we certainly think that by providing knowledge to a person, you are equipping them with the tools to make a right decision. If you do not know the rules of the road, you cannot be expected to obey them. So if we give them the knowledge and it brings about an attitude change, and the driver accepts responsibility not only for himself, but also for those of other road users, we are hoping that it will certainly help us to curb the carnage on the roads.
I mean, we were just eating anything, but now we know what to eat. You see, yeah. So it's quite impressive.
You basically give your life to the job. At the end of the day, when you are done and out, that's it. You basically start to find your way from where you end. You're starting a new life from nothing. That's the thing. If that can change, if our implementations on, if we can get drivers to have, like better benefit packages. Companies are running. There are a lot of companies, but you find that I can put it at 70% are not registered. You see. So at the end of the day, no, there are no benefits to the driver. I get into an accident today, I die, that's it. My wife has to actually take over and start fending for us, for the kids. That's the situations that many drivers are facing.
Our message to truck drivers is that this is a partnership. We are looking at a safe driver as a healthy driver. You can have a very good vehicle in tip-top condition, but if you do not look after yourself, it means that you are causing accidents as well. So today we're saying come in, be welcome, get the knowledge, make sure that you are healthy and enjoy a safe trip.
I'm very proud because I like my job, I like my company, I like my boss because they send us for training to keep us awake all the time. And also to avoid silly accidents, So I'm very happy and I'm very proud to be as a bulk vehicle operator.
I really love my driving. I've been driving for the past 12 years. I see every time I go on the road different faces, greet different people, hear different languages. I think I enjoy that much.
For the Department of Road Safety and all of the other stakeholders, this entire safety and training project is seen as essential for the effective operation of the transport industry that is vital to the life and economy of South Africa.
Well, I wish that all the road users, the pedestrians, the passengers, the drivers, the owners of vehicles, everyone who is on the road today, that they behave themselves, they avoid being involved in accidents, and they come back raring to go to drive this country forward. When you are on the road, remember that you are not alone. You actually have a duty to the people that you share the road with. It's a privilege to have the type of roads that we have. It's a privilege to have a driver's license. It's not a right. So you must exercise it with caution.
It is also seen as a dynamic partnership between everybody involved, and most importantly, men like you who make it work. The trucker drivers of South Africa and our neighboring countries, who are the true lifeblood of the road freight industry on which we all depend. We wish all of you good health and a safe drive. Remember, if you need help, just call. We are there for you.